Hi guys, welcome back to another video. If you're new here, my name is Mimi and this is Mimi React. On this channel, I react to pop culture news, TV shows, and all the things. So I just wanted to give you guys a little disclaimer before I get into today's topics. As you guys know, it's super hot outside. I cannot really have the AC in this room because it'll be too loud for y'all. So I have the door open. I usually have this door closed because, I don't want any noise. That is because I am using some of the air from the AC in the living room coming in and, keeping me a little cooler in here. But if you guys are hearing or hear the AC at any point in the background, I hope it's not too loud, but I just wanted to put that out there. First topic that I want to talk about, Davido. You guys, I'm sure a lot of you guys have seen this. If not, I will post the video here, but there is a video going around of I'm assuming as a mother, I don't think it's a babysitter, but I'm assuming as a mother, took a child, a young baby, maybe newborn to 3 months stage. The baby looked really young, right? Took a child to Davido's concert, and Davido actually blasted the person, calling the person a wicked person. And I thought that when I saw that, I was like, who would take a newborn or even a 5-year-old to a Davido concert? Like, who would do that? I just thought, like, parenting, some people just take parenting for granted. Like, I think that environment is not only that it's not suitable, it's not healthy for the children. There's a lot of germs going on. It's so much the noise and everything for a newborn, for a small child like that. I just thought it was crazy. And I like how Davido instantly called this person out. Like, I feel like that's the father instinct in him. Like, he's a father with young children. Like, why would you want to bring a young child to this concert? Yeah, you want to see Davido, but if you can't find a babysitter, keep your child home. Stay home. But here, I'm going to post the video for you guys so y'all can see what I'm talking about. But yeah, as y'all can see, I am really proud of Davido checking that fan. So next time, the next person that thinks of bringing a child that small to his concert, I really hope they get kicked out. I really hope. And I really hope this person get kicked out after this thing went viral. I really hope they didn't show what happened afterwards, but they just show where he called this person out, calling them a wicked person. I hope they get kicked out. Like, escort you and your child out. Go home. Go take care of your child. But anyways, that is all I have to say about Davido. Let's get into the next topic. The next topic is Ashanti and Nelly. Y'all, I've said this in few of my videos. I am not a fan of people turning their marriage or their family into like a reality show, or try to welcome the public into their private life, their marriage. I'm not a fan of it, because a lot of times what we have seen through the years is that these marriages on reality shows, even the ones that try to make it work, some way somehow they end up getting dragged by the public, or people always find a way to like nitpick or try to expose or try to say either the wife is not faithful, the husband is not faithful, try to get this people to just get to a divorce, right? Or like the public input is so much that it started affecting the marriage or the family dynamic. That is what's happening right now to Yandy and Mendici. For a long time, a whole lot of people, all of us like them together, right? But through the years, it's like people are always speculating Mendici's cheating, or all these women are coming out with screenshots and this and that. And you know what? I'm not a fan of it. I feel like if people just decide to just be happy in private and not put their family business out there on these reality shows, it will be better. It really will be better. I know they're doing it for money, obviously. I personally didn't think Nelly and Ashanti need the money. I feel like I don't know. I feel like they're rich enough, right? They're not like on Mendici and Yandy's. I'm not saying they're better, but what I'm saying is they've been making money for years back with music and things like that. And Yendi and Mendes, yeah, they have businesses, but I feel like they continually signing with Love and Hip Hop, showing their family dynamic out there, because you know maybe that check is a big amount of money. So I feel like, I don't know. I just, the moment I saw that Nelly and Ashanti are coming out with a show and it centered their marriage and their family dynamic, I was not a fan of it. Because I told myself, I remember even made a post about this on my Instagram. I said, I feel like this show is going to be the downfall of their marriage. And I can see it already. I have not watched the show and I have no desire to watch it. But I did saw like clips on the internet. I saw a clip on the Shade Room. I saw a clip on another news outlet where Nelly is pretty much, I think he's about to go on tour. And he is pretty much expressing his position as a father. While Ashanti is a new mom, he says he's not changing diapers until the child can get to an age where they can request of what they want to eat. He's like stepping back and let her take the lead in play, I guess, a mommy role and a housewife role, and he's not really stepping up. And she even asked him at one point, why do you sleep through the baby crying at night? So this man hears the baby cry at night, he don't even flinch. She has to wake up, I guess, change the child or feed the child or whatever. She does all the night shift. Can you imagine that? That seems like a single mom lifestyle, like literally. And I'm just like, that I'm not like I'm not even trying to beat them up or beat him up for that. I'm just like, some marriages go through that you know, when the newborn comes into the marriage, a lot of times men feel like they have to compete with that child. They have to compete with the child for the mother's love, because that's what it seems like. It seems like Nelly is trying to express that Ashanti is spending all the time with his baby and not giving him any affection. But I'm just like, this is like normal life for a lot of people, especially new parents, because Ashanti is a new parent. But putting it out there in the world, you giving the world things to say, you giving the world opportunity to give all these different opinions of your family, and I just don't like that. I feel like I like them together so much that I want them to last. I want them to win. I want them to flourish. I want them to have this happy ending. But I feel like I'm not a fan of this TV show at all. So I'm gonna post a video here so you guys can see what I'm talking about.
About his tour, my first response is I'm super happy for him for putting it together. The wife and mommy side of me is like, no, the wife side of me and mommy side of me is a little sad. You know, daddy's gonna be gone for a long time.
I think it'll be fine.
Just and the baby, it's a lot.
Well, listen, it's all you. I ain't gonna even lie. You know, I ain't got nothing for him.
Absolutely.
He can say, I'm hungry, until he can say, I need to use the bathroom. It's gonna be a lot easier. But as soon as he started walking, I told him, I said, enjoy it. Because as soon as he gets to walking and talking, he with the crew.
As you can see, and I even saw some lady did a TikTok on it, just giving like a little summary of how she feels. And even though her points, everything she says is accurate, I feel, you know, I agree with everything she says. I just feel like the main issue with all of this is putting your business out there for the world to see it. And like I said, I don't know how many more episodes is left from this season, and I don't know how many seasons they're signed for with the contract, but I just don't think this is a good move for their marriage, for their family at all. And I'll post a video here from this lady on TikTok.
The clips from Nelly and Ashanti's new reality show have me worried for a few different reasons. First off, Ashanti just had a baby. She's breastfeeding, working. She's also learning how to navigate marriage and first-time motherhood with no local support system beyond her mom. And I don't think what she's asking for is unreasonable. She wants to move their family to New York City, where she can be closer to resources, family, sister friends, and maybe even a postpartum doula. But Nelly is refusing to leave St. Louis. A man in his 50s with 6 adult children is refusing to move for his wife and newborn baby. I believe it's because St. Louis is where he feels like a big fish in a small pond. There he is Nelly, trademark. He's country grammar, hot in her. But in New York, he wouldn't have the same fame, the same pull, or the same power, not as a rapper or as a man. What really made me pause was how jealous he is of the attention Ashanti gives their baby. That's not cute. That's not romantic. That's controlling, and it's actually dangerous. A grown man shouldn't be competing with his newborn for affection. And a postpartum mom should never feel like she has to apologize for taking care of her baby or missing their baby when she's away from them. It's very clear he is immature and he's insecure. She does not need a man acting like a second child. He proudly said he doesn't change diapers, doesn't wake up in the middle of the night, doesn't do feeding. I need y'all to understand, this isn't just about him being old school or lazy. That is a reflection of how little he understands or cares to understand about what a postpartum body really needs. Unless
everyone feels the same way about them, and even people that liked Nelly for Ashanti having a different perspective and having a different view on him now after this clip. And this is what I'm saying: if you never really put it out there, now people won't look at you different, because now everybody's thinking this whole show is just a money grab. You're trying to get money, when I feel like there's other avenues, there's other ways that you could make money together as a family without putting your business out there. I don't know, I'm just not a fan of it. Even in my personal life, like I'm married and I have 2 children. I don't post my kids on the internet. It's the best decision ever I've made, because listen, I just like the peace, the private life that I have with my husband, my family, my home, and I just like it that way. I'm just not a fan of celebrity families on the internet. Even influencers that turn their families into content. I mean, it looks beautiful for people to see, but a lot of times it's like, it's just for performative. It's just for to grab a bag. It's not always like that. Once the cameras turn off, these people are different people. But yeah, that's my opinion about Nelly and Ashanti, and I don't know how to feel about that show, and I don't know how to feel about them for right now. So yeah. Okay, so my next topic is Chris Brown. Y'all know I think Chris Brown is, I've made a few videos on Chris. I think he's a legend. Like, I feel like after Michael Jackson, I feel like it's Chris Brown, right? Usher is a legend, but Usher has his own, like, I feel like Usher has his own category, his own like his own space, you know what I mean? When it comes to like the new generation, when it comes to like the entertainer of the new generation, the millennials, the Gen Zs, I feel like Chris Brown is there. That's how I feel, and I feel he's a legend, and I feel like he has not really gotten the flowers that he deserved through the years. We all know, ever since the Rihanna situation, Chris Brown has been like catching hit after hit after hit. And you know, I feel like he has done so much and still continue to do so much to change his life, to show the public that he's a changed man. Chris Brown, when he was a teenager or young adult, when the whole Rihanna situation happened, they were really young, right? It's not the same Chris Brown, the 30-plus-year-old Chris Brown anymore. This man has literally changed his whole life around. Ever since he became a dad, he has like changed his whole life around, literally. Or you don't even see him in the media with drama that has to do with other musicians and this and that. You don't see him in those type of like drama anymore. So I feel like a lot of times when he comes out and have these, I guess, crash out on the internet about him not receiving the flowers that he deserves, I understand where he's coming from, because I feel like this man has worked so hard. Chris Brown has given us album after album, hits after hits, and he still doesn't get the respect that he deserves, right? So he posted a post on the internet where he was expressing his frustration with people that continuously like comparing him with other artists, and I understand where it's coming from. I'm gonna put the post here on the screen, and I'm gonna read it for you guys exactly what it says. He says, "I wish y'all stop comparing me to other artists and saying me versus someone else until one of these artists do all this ish by themselves with no help, and the media constantly effing effing with them, then come holler at me. I'm trying to feed my family. I could give a F about about the next artist and what they're doing. I don't give a F with celebrities at all, and I'm not welcome in their circle. Brizzy Ball is for the dedicated fans who actually want to be there. F everyone else. I've been overly busting my ASS for the last 20 years, and I understand I will never be recognized for nothing more than drama. So miss me with all that BS, please. And I feel every single word in that message. Yeah, he used a lot of curse words, but I understand where he's coming from. People constantly comparing him to other artists. People constantly try to degrade him. People constantly affiliating him with drama from the past. And people constantly thinking, oh, he doesn't like black women. He always have these light-skinned women on his videos. And it's all these things all these rumors and accusations through the years. And I feel like he has literally, through the years, constantly trying to separate himself from those rumors, those speculations, those drama, and people constantly dragging his name through the mud and not giving him his flowers. And I understand where he's coming from. And one thing I even love, Chris Brown always give credit where it's due. Whenever he does interviews, he always recognized the artists that influenced him, the artists that are legends in their own lane. A few days ago, he made a post about T-Pain, giving him his flowers. T-Pain is one of the pioneers of all time. And we all know, when T-Pain first came out, literally he was on every single body song. Everyone during that era was featuring T-Pain. He was literally on every song, every hit song. And he hasn't really made songs for a while now, and people don't even recognize him. People don't even talk about him. People don't even respect him. And I just appreciate how Chris Brown takes the time to appreciate those that have literally invested in him. Because T-Pain did a few songs with Chris Brown. They made money together. So I really, really like that about Chris. And I really hope one day we can get past all this drama. And I hope that he get recognized to the level where he can get an icon award and just recognize him for the work that he has done. This man got albums, hits. He's the only artist I know that will come out with albums with 20, 30 songs every time. And almost every single song is a hit whenever he drops an album. So I feel like he doesn't get the respect that he needs, but I hope he do one day. So now my last topic for this week is Rita Ora. I'm sure a lot of you guys know who she is, but if you don't know who she is an artist who she is from the UK, but she is signed. I don't know if she's still signed to Jay-Z, but she was signed to Jay-Z at one point. She has a couple hits. One of my favorite songs is a song that she had with Chris Brown years ago. And so I love her. I love her as an artist. I feel like she's talented. She's beautiful. She's amazing, right? And she is 34-year-old. And she's married to a man who is he's 49, because I did research him yesterday when I wanted to do this video. And came to find out, she did an interview. I did not watch the entire interview, but I saw clips of the interview on the internet. She said that she was the one that proposed to her husband.
On one knee. You got down on one knee? Yeah. He was just like, what is happening? And I was like, oh no. I asked him to marry me. So how did you do it? Did you do it like a proposal? Or yeah. Oh, got the rings made. I want to know everything. I rented out a hotel room in Palm Springs or something, a really nice fancy one. Filled it up with balloons, heart-shaped balloons. Anyway, get down on one knee. You got down on one knee? Yeah. Oh my God, this is so good. Yeah, I think it's cool. This is girl power. That's what I mean. He was just like, what is happening? And I was like, oh no. You knew he wasn't going to say no, right? I actually didn't. I didn't know. Really? No. I was very maybe he doesn't want it. Maybe he's okay to just be in a relationship, which was fine with me too. But I just wanted to lock him down.
I don't know if this man is a millionaire. I don't know how much he's worth. But she said that she was the one that proposed to him. She was the one that asked him to marry her. And I guess she was the one that ushered both of them into marriage. And I don't know how I feel about that. Because I'm like, girl, do you know who you are? Like, do you know who you are? Like, has it gotten to that point where these baddies are like proposing to men and asking them for marriage, kneeling down and asking them for marriage? Like, I was shocked. And I'm like, the fact that she's 34 and this man is 49, that's like over 10 years gap. And I'm just like, girl, do you know who you, like, why? And you listen, I'm not judging them, but I'm just so surprised. I'm like, why? What happened to you being the woman and let this man lead the relationship and let this man be the head of the home, the head of the relationship? Because can she say can she really say that the husband is the head of the relationship right now when he wasn't the one that initiated the whole marriage? I don't know, but hey, listen. But yeah, when I saw that, I was surprised. I'm like, Rita Ora, you? I was just like, but let me know, how do you guys feel? Do you guys think like that's a reach, that's a stretch to get down on your knees or to even go out? Because she said she went out and bought the rings and then she proposed, set up everything and then proposed. I'm like, what? Like, do y'all think like that's okay? Like, I know I'm not trying to call her desperate, but that's what it's given. It's given desperate. Like, and I want to know, like, I did not research the man, if he's a millionaire or whatever. I just researched his age, like simple things like that. But I wanted to know, like, is what exactly about this man that made her wanted to propose? Maybe I'll go find the interview and watch the entire interview. But I know a lot of times the celebrities like these, they don't really go into details when it comes to their marriage. But I would really, really love to know, like, what exactly about this man that stood out to you that makes you wanted to get on your knees to propose to him. But anyways, let me know how you guys feel in the comment. Put your comments in the comment section, and let me know if you like videos like this. I post videos like this every week, and it's usually about current situations, current trending topics. But if you like videos like this, please subscribe, comment, and subscribe to the channel, and I will see y'all in another one. Bye.